This is Ken with VOD TV. We're at the Parks Associates Connections Conference here, and we're on the conference floor. We're with Kian Saneii of Independa. Independa is just launched your product, right? And it's a healthcare solution, redefining independence. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this telehealthcare solution?
Sure. Thank you, Ken. Well, we just launched our Angela platform, which is for social connectivity of supported independence. We're focusing on the elderly in the home, and it allows caregivers, either family members or professionals, to help someone stay at home longer, safer, and more comfortably. And it gives you single-touch access to the web, to games, puzzles, exercises, to Facebook, to email, simple video. So it's really no computer knowledge required, and helps somebody avoid isolation in the home.
And so it's a tablet-based device, is that right? Why don't you show us a little bit?
It is a tablet-based device. This is our design, as you can see, hopefully. And I want to make sure there's no glare. Can you catch that okay? Okay, great. So as you can see, it gives you the time, of course, and the date, but also it gives you an ability to look at what's coming, any kind of activities you have are there. It, of course, acts as a picture frame when you're not using it, so you can get into that mode. Well, you can also go and have all these games that you can play in different categories: board games, card games, puzzles. Very importantly, you can also have social connections, so you can go in and pick someone to chat with. You can do Skype or text chat or Facebook, and you can also look at your daily schedule. So this happens to be what's going on for me today, or I can go into my calendar or medication list. So it reminds me of my medications. You can go into photos and look at what people have set up for you to look at, so the family helps you stay connected that way. And let's see, what else can I show you? You could, on the health side, you see there's some event here. So in this case, I had stepped on a scale, so it automatically told me what my weight is, and I confirmed that was me, and I confirmed I didn't have too much stuff on, so it accepted that, and I just reduced my alert by 1. So it's a comprehensive way to connect with someone and keep them not socially isolated without having to worry about computer passwords and Microsoft updates and iTunes updates and blue screens and virus scans.
So what you've really created is a nice, simple-to-use way to access not only the World Wide Web, but applications that are useful.
Absolutely, exactly. And the key is, Angela is part of our larger system, which is a cloud-based system that helps individuals stay at home, helps the caregiver set up thresholds, and when something isn't quite right, then you get notified. So apart from Angela, we launched our reminder platform this year, actually inside the Qualcomm booth at CES. So you can have medication reminders, you can have calendar reminders, even check-in calls, and when something isn't quite right, again, somebody's notified, there's escalation points. All those are integrated with this, as well as you have, coming from us, health and activity and environmental sensors, all integrated in the home for your loved one.
And the model is kind of interesting. It might not necessarily just be the consumer paying, or who they're paying the money to. It could be the caregiver.
That's right. So the caregiver is typically the one who is taking care of their loved one. Typically it's actually a woman 30 to 70 years old, typically the eldest daughter taking care of mom. But also the caregiver could be a professional. So they could be a home health person, a home care individual. Even in assisted living, you can imagine a daughter and a mother walking in and seeing if the facility is the right thing for mom, and walking out at $6,000, $7,000 a month. And the facility could offer Independa to that family and say, while you're making a decision, let us make sure that you're okay in the home, and we'll monitor you from a distance. So it's all about having someone give you supported independence from a distance.
And so what it allows is maybe extending that time when someone can live on their own versus having to go into care.
Exactly. So you could extend, what we talk about is if you can extend your stay in the home by 1 month, you pay for the lifetime of the product, and let alone many months or many years, frankly.
And what kind of model are we looking at in terms of pricing per month?
The pricing hasn't been finalized yet, but the basic threshold is $19.95 a month for the Smart Reminders platform, and then that could go up all the way to $99.95 depending on all the additional services, some of which you've seen per month.
And that includes the tablet, or is the tablet and the software included?
The tablet is definitely separate, and you have a couple options of which tablet, which is why we don't have the final pricing, as those prices constantly keep going down. But with the tablet, it's a one-time fee, but the monthly subscription stays the same.
And do you see bundling this with service providers as well?
There's a lot of interest from carriers, from service providers, such as actually home health, home caregiving organizations. So we're definitely a channel company in the sense that there's so many people that are in this business taking care of someone, with individuals going in the home, with services in the home, with the bandwidth and pipes going in the home, that we want to be the first line of defense of technology that helps someone stay independent. But there's a lot of people providing all sorts of other services that would be great partners for us.
Well, and you're a new company. You've just received some funding. I don't know if you want to talk about that. But.
Sure. Yeah, we just closed our seed round, and we're talking with VCs, and we're actually oversubscribed, so we're very excited about that. It's a big problem. It's a global problem. It's a huge opportunity. Yeah, everyone's aging all over the place, and we all know 10,000 people are turning 65 every day for the next 19 years. And then after that, for another 20 years, there's less kids to take care of 85-year-olds. So this is true in Japan and in South Korea, in China, in India, and it's a big area for us to be helpful in our healthcare system, where a huge amount of costs are in that area.
Well, Kian, good luck with the product
thank you so
and
much.
the
Thanks
company.
for stopping by.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.